lights, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cleveland Browns. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
On the ready.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Go now. 8, read.
Gotcha, boy.
Look at me. Go. 5.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 48 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we go. 15 lining, 15 lining. Watch the ship.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Anytime you eclipse 100 yards rushing, you deserve the acclaim that comes with it, and he got it. AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week.
It wasn't up around 200, wasn't a crazy game, but very good, solidly in that driver's seat to win that award, and he did. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way touchdown, Cleveland. Davante Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Got it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Come 61. Matchbox lights. Look. Squeeze grip.
On 3rd down, here's Love. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's at the 50, 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 48 yards on the ground.
First down, Jaguars.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Keys. Well, that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 2nd and 13. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dwayne Smoot. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Brings up 3rd down.
Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll drop the throw. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Ready.
Mike, 44.
All right, Sam off.
Hey, let's get this. Watch the eye. Check safety.
Let's go.
Fournette, a 1st down carry.
Give me that ball, defense.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd and 7. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun give to Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Keys letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go, Tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Check 3. Check 3. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Check, check. Fresno.
On the delay, here's Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Keys. Man open. That's Damian Ratley. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
23 yards, the final tally. On first down, here's Love. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, wahoo! 6-6, pull it high. Snap.
On 2nd down, Love. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get some. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They're going to look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he completes it to Hunt. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Come on. Yep. Go now. Mike 28. Mike 28. Hey, come on,
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you, you got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off play action. Keys. He'll buy some time right. Got an open man. It's Ratley. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 27 yards there. A first down.
Set up. 70. Indy. Look at me. Door. Door. Bang, 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 bang. 2.
On 1st and 10. Keys going for the deep ball. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that's... Script is a good one for him.
Number 17, incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Okay,
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Far down. Stand up in. Go.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Nice 7. Let's go. Hey, let's get this. Let's go.
Back to throw here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Down.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Here's Love again. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 22. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Keys. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. On 3rd down, Keys. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
On the set. 56 is the mic. We ain't giving up nothing today. Check it out, read.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Charlie, Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Man,
2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. 15.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, Haywood.
51's the mic.
Watch the slant.
2nd and 6. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
Let's go now. 91.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Five.
They'll run with Love. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think
and that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 on a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll set up a throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 16. And the return will stop right around the 25. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
I got it. Double tight, guys, double tight. Even. 4th down, even. Check 52. Tight dog, tight dog.
Chopper. Get.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, it's Love. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hey. Hey, Charlie. Rock it.
Off the play fake. Keys. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Hard. Check 31.
Snap.
To throw on 3rd down. Keys. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Ready?
On 4th down, Keys. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
You can't stop me. Ready. He's telling him to run. Let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Devontae Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
4 down.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Keys. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Jim.
Here's Love. Oh, able to avoid him. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Ready up.
44, Mike, 44. Switch up.
Let's go.
Off play action. Keys. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. He's picked off near his own 48. There he goes, right side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to 2.
Makes the score Jaguars 31, Browns 29.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Let's go. Let's do it.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And this score will stay right where it is. I guess I got to hand it to him. That was that was ambitious.
Well, that's one way to put it.
Stand up in. He's checking. He's checking.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up second and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now, after the run by Hunt, here's first and 10.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Blue dot perfect. Blue dot perfect. Let go. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Josh Allen in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Back to throw. It's caught by OBJ. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham in the final minute. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
On the ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hey, Delta. Get it.
They'll look to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. Now they burn the timeout, and they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see. And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Love. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Go, Jack Rabbit, come on.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
It will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for Cleveland, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, what else is new? They fall again. That's now 10 straight losses to start the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, huh? They act like they make